Hello everyone, it's KK Blue with the channel Magic Mango. Today we are playing a Simic ramp. By the way, please like and subscribe and comment below to tell me what kind of deck, archetype, and format you want to see from me in future videos. So today we are playing a Simic ramp with some of the new cards, which we have some really sweet new cards to add. We got Tamiyo there, which is really nice. Like the completed ability, I don't know. I haven't found it actually that good. I'll give you a second to absorb the list. I just started hovering cards. I realized that can be really annoying. Okay, now we can go to Tamiyo. The completed ability. I haven't found it amazing. I don't know. Casting it for 4 I just feel like by the time you, when you're that early stage in the game, usually you can't protect it. The only time I ended up casting it ever for 4 really is when I was playing around a Jawari. That's it. I mean, usually it just doesn't. I don't think it helps that much. What I do like is I've found that if you need a Ren in 7 and it's in your graveyard, you can just minus Tamiyo first time it comes into play, get Ren in 7, and then just use Ren in 7. So the really cool thing about Tamiyo is it can turn into another Planeswalker. Sorry, I pulled up the friends tab. So you can always turn it into a Masika's Chariot too, which is a great way to protect it if you're able to mill it. Things that help mill stuff. Ren in 7. That's why we're playing it. That's why we're playing the Ren in 7. Aside from it just being an amazing card in Simic ramp. This is a Storm the Festival deck. So we have permanents with converted mana cost 5 or less. Another thing, we're playing 5 Planeswalkers. So Cosmina's good. I feel like this is a card that gets overlooked a lot. And it's just not played enough because it's in blue-green colors, and when it came out, Alron's Epiphany was in the format, Faceless Haven was in the format. It didn't really have a space. And I feel like it sort of needs almost a control deck to thrive, or really something that can play a lot of Planeswalkers. And I feel like if it was in Esper colors right now, it could be played in that Super Fiends sort of weird Esper build that's going around. Even if it was just in black-white, but because it's in blue-green, I just feel like it's not getting the play. So I think it's actually really good in this deck with Tamiyo and Ren in 7, so yeah, excited to try that out. New cards. This is a weird one. I'm just giving you a sec to read it, but the thing about this is that when it becomes blocked, you untap 3 lands. Of course, you get to play an additional land. You gain 3 life. Not much value in the first 2, but in the third, you do get a creature, a 3/3 creature for 2 mana with 2 other abilities that happened before. They gain 3 life's nice against aggro, but when it becomes blocked, you untap 3 lands. It seems really bad. I don't know what to make of this. I'm trying one of out, see how it plays out, but I don't know. This is a weird card. That's one of the new cards, and we got Tamiyo here. Of course, we are playing 5 Planeswalkers, so we get to play Vorinclex. Really, really nice. It helps us get to that here's another thing. -8 on Cosmina. All of these abilities apply to every other Planeswalker. So if we have a Vorinclex or Cosmina or both out, this enters the battlefield, Tamiyo enters the battlefield, anything enters the battlefield. We could be like, oh, okay, let's go get Storm the Festival. Let's go get, whoopsies, Seagate Restoration. That's also why we're playing Seagate Restoration, because it's the backside, but it also, you can draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand, +1. Also, a play a lot of people miss is Root Coil Creeper can get back a Storm the Festival after you flash it back. It's a really cool play, and I feel like no one ever sees it. Yeah, so this is a best of 1 deck, so we are playing Learn cards. That's why we got this nice Learn board over here. Great Finisher is a mascot. I've found, like, basic Conjurement is decent. I don't know about Containment Breach, but it's really nice to have teachings in environmental science. I feel like Containment Breach may have got a bit better with the new set coming out, but I don't know. Questionable. I'd still play it. Yeah, I think I pretty much went through the entire deck. I gotta say, Seaga's Cherry Renin 7's good, but there's so many things to think about with what you play here. I don't know. Like, maybe I should be playing more, but I feel like there's, like, I don't know. I almost cut Asika's Chariot for, like, another Tamiyo. The thing about Tamiyo is you can always get, like, I don't know, maybe it's just nice to have Asika's Chariot. So the thing about Tamiyo is you can always get Asika's Chariot or a Renin 7 or anything with converted mana cost 5 or less. Anything you need from your graveyard with its minus. Especially if you, like, plus Renin 7 a couple times where you filled the graveyard. That's also why we're playing Renin 7, aside from that it's amazing. You can just, and then maybe it died, like you made the whatever, and you filled your graveyard a bit, but then it died. You can Tamiyo, get Renin 7 back, but you can also just choose to have Tamiyo, which is something that's really cool about Tamiyo. And then if you go with the completed, where it's 4 mana, you can then get anything with converted mana cost 3 or less, maybe the Scoot Swarm, maybe Cosmina. Scoot Swarm's really nice in here, but I feel like it can also get killed really easily, so it's questionable. But it's really good when you can go off with Scoot Swarm and Prosperous and Keeper. Anyway, that is the deck, and let's dive into the gameplay.
For Phyrexia. You can try, but you cannot change what's coming. cannot delay our victory. That I may see you better. Admit, Phyrexia will embrace you. We will do what I demand. A gift in exchange for loyalty. Before Phyrexia. My will cannot be denied. Aren't I the generous one? I will get what I want. Aren't I generous? Such an imperfect form. My power is for annihilation. Require my... Oh yes, I know the knowledge you seek. Your memories. A pity our time is over. And my hatred lives. You do not write this story. At least there is blood on your hands. You cannot delay our victory. change the future. You do not write this story. true history to the other world. The past contains the blueprints of the future. No matter. His victory is near. victory will be etched into the flesh of the conqueror. My notes process ignorance into intelligence. Metal is stronger than flesh. Such an imperfect form.
Those who harm the forest destroy the gifts nature grows. Forest is an army.
You cannot delay our victory.